I won't lie, Dehya is the scene queen supreme I've been waiting for in Genshin Impact since the long days of Eld of 6 months ago. And what's not to like about her? Aside from the fact that she is indeed another fake cat girl, I don't know why they're so afraid to put a real one in, everything about her aesthetic speaks to me in positive ways. I love her design, and I can't imagine they make such an important story character suck gameplay wise either. After all, she's a 5-star, so even at her worst, she won't be bad. All of the 5 stars up until now have been playable and decent at one thing or another. Surely nothing could shaft this character so badly that they would be considered not only the worst 5-star in the game, but the worst character in the game, right? Right? Genshin Impact revealed Dehya's kit officially on the 3.5 livestream, and they have basically given her the role of tank, which is good if Genshin Impact had any enemies that required a tank to fight, or any content that required a tank in any shape or form. To quickly explain, Dehya has a skill that increases your resistance to interruption, and also makes it so that Dehya— oh wait, she just missed. Dehya will mitigate a portion of damage taken and actually take that damage herself, even off field. Technically, mitigate is wrong because it's not actually taking away any of the damage, it's just moving it to another character. Wait, she just missed again. No. Pretty cool concept, if it was executed right. Without the help of leaks, I can't really be too specific, but I can tell you that her kit alone needs to have high numbers to work. Here's why, and it's really simple. In Genshin Impact, there are shields and heals. Generally, people only take one or the other into any hard content because taking two is a damage loss. You lose a damage dealer or a support, and you only need one or the other to fully mitigate most damage. And if you don't like my use of the term mitigate, then heal to full after taking damage. It's basically the same thing. Now, imagine a character that takes damage that you would otherwise take on a character and deals it to herself. Not with a shield that stops 100% of damage, not with an AoE that heals you over time to full, just a character that slows the process of you dying. So you're still dying, just a little bit slower. The only way you could run that character is if they either A, provide some other utility that is very great, or B, take away so much damage that you would not need to run a shield or healer. If, for example, in a purely 100% hypothetical situation, Dehya mitigated, I don't know, 50% of damage, that would be unbelievably, unequivocally
useless.
Oh, and also, what happens when she runs out of health? Does she just fall over and die like everyone else? Are you just taking 30k HP and giving it to a character and then running 3 characters instead of 4? It's not even that, because if you only take away a portion of the damage done, you don't even get to use that completely before the character on field dies. Think about it. You can have a fully functional shield Chad like Mr. Morax, Geofather of my sins, protector of the realm Lee, or you can get unlucky and you can have a child who's actually only sort of alive and can heal your team to full with only 10% of her true power, or you can use a soggy paper towel to block the damage, and when it tears, oh well, it was nice while it lasted. If you bring this character into co-op, you're basically just playing the kid in high school that took the fall for their friends when they decided to vandalize something, and you just tagged along for the ride. Oh well, get rolled, you should have participated. I guess this is sort of fitting though, because if you pull for Dehya, you're probably also the type of person to take a bullet for a fictional character. Maybe this is just me, but the idea of using a stretched out t-shirt as a defense in a game where enemies stomp on you harder than Gaius doesn't sound like a great idea. But okay, maybe it's not that bad, guys. Her skill does tick pyro damage and apply pyro to enemies, so maybe she's just a virgin damage dealer meant to soak up some of the damage. It's not like we have, other pyro characters that can provide infinitely more utility and shield and heal than that in the game. There's just, we don't have any of that, so we don't have to worry about anything. And maybe her pyro application is good. Smile. Who knows? I don't look at leaks. Okay, so the other part of Dehya's kit that looks redeemable is her burst, because in it she starts mercilessly beating people up with fire, and that's pretty dang cool. God, I wish that was me. So basically all she'll need is just decent scalings on her burst, and for it to work with Yelan and Xingqiu, maybe she can be a vaporize unit and deal lots of damage. Surely Xingqiu and Yelan will work with her burst, right? I mean, they work with Raiden Shogun, so why wouldn't they work with Dehya? And I doubt that they'll make her burst scalings that low, considering she's the Flame main, such an iconic character that's constantly shown to be strong and very cinematic. Surely they wouldn't mess that up, right? Right?